Okay, so we are off and running on this Monday evening. Thanks, you guys, as always, for jumping on here. And like I said, Dusty Duncan, most of you, I think, on here know Dusty. But for anybody watching the recording, she is our Sapphire upline. So we are very lucky and fortunate to have her and appreciate her jumping on here. We were kind of talking, you guys, some of you I know wanted to cover some more information on three-way calls and kind of wanted me to show and share with you guys more of how I did the three-way calls. Some of you have seen them in action because some of you are utilizing that with me, so you've had some good one-on-one with that. But some things I wanted to talk about, and Dusty was going to chime in on this too, on kind of how she does them, and just to give you guys kind of an idea to help you guys through this. They're kind of all different. One thing we have realized, because it kind of depends on that person's, what their goals are, their why they've joined Plexus, if it's just for the products right now, if they are gung-ho about the business, if they're kind of in between. So you kind of have to find that information out first, I always feel. And maybe their sponsor that signed them up, I always tend to ask their sponsor, okay, what about this person? Do we know if, are they wanting to work the business? What type of information are they wanting? And a lot of times that will really help guide how you're going to go with this. So first thing first, if you don't know that, when you jump on with them, if their sponsor is not sure, ask them. Ask their why. That's one of the most important things that I go over on a three-way call. But ask them their why. Why did you join Plexus? Talk about it with them. And I will tell you guys from my experience, a lot of times I have realized that people, at the beginning of the call, it's completely different than at the end of the call. And Dusty may feel the same way. But sometimes it's funny how they're like all about, I don't want to work this business. They're scared. They don't really know. Well, what happens is that by the end of when you're telling them all this stuff, they're kind of at the end going, hey, I might want to consider working this business. So don't discount on the business, you guys, or anything when you're doing these. But something I wanted to share with you guys is these are not scary. So many people are scared to do three-way calls, and they are so easy. They are so fun. I get very excited to do them, and I get very excited when somebody asks me to help them with one. Reason being because you get to build that relationship with them immediately with that new person, and they get to meet, more of their upline besides just their sponsor. But it's so easy, you guys. It's not hard. You don't have to pretend to be this perfect network marketing person and know all the answers, and you don't have to do that. You just need to be yourself. And you just need to talk to them. We have everything. We've had a lot before, but now with this Success Kit, we have so many tools at hand to use that I use a lot for the three-way calls. And some of you know, you have the quick start guide in your Success Kits. And within that is, of course, the 10 steps that we always share with our new ambassadors to go over this. Well, this is a lot of what I use on the three-way calls. And I'll go through, depending, each call, like Dusty and I were talking about, each call is completely different. But there's some main ones that I like to always focus on, of course, is asking the why, like I said, and finding out why they're on this call, why they joined Plexus. But some other important ones is, finding out their goals and letting them know a little bit about, which pertains a lot to their why as well. But finding out, hey, if they are interested in working this business, let them know how to get to silver. That kind of leads into, okay, let's make up your Franks list. Explain to them a little bit of how to make up their Franks list, and talk to them about circling their top 3 people that they would love to have as business partners, or just know that could use this business opportunity. And a big thing is telling them, though, that they're not doing this by themselves. Telling them that you are there and their sponsor is there to help them. So we're not going to just turn them loose and say, get your Franks list and circle those top 3 and good luck. Have fun contacting them. we want to make sure we work with them and let them know, hey, we're here to do a three-way call with you and a prospect. You know, I mean, Dusty can tell you firsthand, when I first started, I started sharing very quickly and I had no clue, did not know anything. So immediately I had questions here and there on people I was reaching out to and posting on Facebook. So what was I doing? I was asking Dusty, where do I find this information? Where do I look? So that later on I knew where to go find those answers. It was helping me to learn. But let these people know that's what you're there for. So it's kind of just letting them know they've joined a really great team working business too. They're not alone. As well as going over the resources, because that is so big with helping them find where to find this information, is talking to them about the team pages and explaining to them to check those every day and talk to them about, you know, YouTube. That's a big one, huge one. I know, like for Libby, she has been really successful. All of her spare time, she has looked up Plexus videos and she has found diamonds and sapphires and everybody that she really likes, and it's watching those YouTube videos to educate herself every single day. And so she is learning from a broad group of people and taking in what works best for her, because we all learn differently too. So letting them have those resources to try to benefit them the best on learning is really, really good. So YouTube, I think, is amazing, you guys. And you can tell them, just search for Plexus, give them some names. For those of you that are on YouTube, give them some names of some to follow and go check out, you know, some videos. I mean, there are so many more of them now. We never did that when we first started, but now, wow, it's incredible. So, you know, letting them know about the blog, the Plexus Learning Center, all the information from Plexus is there, plexuspowertools.com. $10 a year, but well worth it. It's all compliant information. They can go in there, they can send out information to a prospect that's asking about the products of the business, of course. And it's just great information. I always, because people forget this, it's really funny. I tell them this is information, you know, for their prospects, but they tend to forget it's also information for them. It's also a learning tool for them to go in and also read that information yourself. And I have totally been guilty of that. So that's why I say that, because I know firsthand. To go in and also educate your guys' self so you know what you're sending them. Like Edith had a great prospect the other day, and she was like, Jeannie, I need an email. And Plexus Power Tools has a great email with all the YouTube videos and everything in it, and then you can customize it. So go in there, find it. It was a perfect email. So there is lots of stuff at our hands. And then the next biggest thing that I mainly go over with them, you guys, is their Facebook post, their initial Facebook post. And talking to them, you guys know how I am as far as letting them know that, you know, they're not selling, they're sharing, and to not be scared. They don't have to know everything, but what would it feel like to help somebody with the products and or the business opportunity? And they can do that. They can also earn money, you know, for their products like we've all talked about. But also, you guys, like, you know, I love to go to the success kit. So in your success guide that everybody will get, all new ambassadors get, on page 28, like we've looked at before, is examples that I just love of your first Facebook post. And there's some great ones here that are short, to the point. They can personalize them. These are some examples you can send them to, but also with their why and their goals, help them customize it around that too. I feel that is important. Their why is a big thing. So have them tell people, be vulnerable. I mean, that's hard for a lot of people to do, is to do that. But doing that and putting that out there is so powerful to your contacts and their contacts anytime in your journey. But especially for new ambassadors, when you have them on a three-way call, doing that is probably going to be really effective on their first posts. And so that's kind of just some things that, those are kind of the few like really important things that I really cover. And then depending on, you know, what their why is, and if they're asking more questions, then I kind of lead into more about the business and we go into it more. So I'm going to turn it over to Dusty and let her kind of finish up and tell you guys what she does, and because hopefully that'll help. All right, Dusty, can you hear us okay? Because she's kind of frozen. I see her eyes are closed. Dusty, can you hear us? Okay, she can't hear us. So if she comes in, you guys will have her, because she's at the lake, so she may not have really great service. So, oh, are you there, Dust? I can see you.
I can hear you, so 2 minutes, so forgive guys.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you good.
There you go, Dust. Go ahead. We can hear you now.
Can you not hear me?
Kind of.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
You're good, Dust. You're good.
Okay, so I lost Jeannie for just a little bit, so if I go over anything she's already gone over, please forgive me. But I keep three-way calls incredibly simple. Sometimes three-way calls can be for a prospect to bring them on for the products or the business, or it can be like a three-way call to welcome somebody onto the business. So we are going to address, whatever the issue is with them. So the most important thing that I do when I get somebody on a three-way call is I encourage somebody to say, when somebody says, Dusty, I want to do a three-way call with you. I have this person. Okay, I'm going to ask the person asking me to do the call, tell me about your person. What is it they do? Are they a mother? Are they a wife? Do they have a job? I want to find something that I can relate to them on their level. So there's going to be a lot of good questions I'm going to ask so that I'm able to prepare myself to talk to these people. I don't want to keep these people on the phone very long because we want to get them back to their life. We're all busy people. And we want to show them that we can do this in a very quick, fast manner. So whenever I get them on the call, I'm going to say thank you so much for allowing me to have the pleasure to even get to talk to you. Jeannie's talked to me so much about you. She's told me that you're a mom. Tell me how many kids you have. I want them to feel very comfortable with me. If this is somebody that I do not know and have never spoke to before, obviously if I know these people, then the call is going to go a little bit different. But if I don't know them, I want to relate to them. I want them to understand that I'm not a scary person. And this whole situation they're about to embark on, because they're going to embark on it, is not going to be awful. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very simple.
It's mine.
So once I find a way to relate to them, if they have kids or what their work is, I'm going to say, hey, what? I have kids too. I love being a mom. Or, hey, I did that kind of a job too. I was a veterinary technician for 10 years. Whatever it was, I'm going to relate to that person in that manner. And then I'm going to ask them, like Jeannie said, why they do or why they want to sign up to do Plexus or what they're looking for. I'm going to ask kind of what their time commitment would be, what they're looking to earn if they're a person that's seeking the business aspect. And then I'm going to go back and say, okay, so the time commitment you gave me doesn't necessarily match that, 4-figure income that you're asking to make. What if you could dedicate 30 minutes a day, and make them see the potential of just a little bit more time can get them to where they want to go. So there's some really key information that you could ask. But the most important thing that I want to go down on a three-way call is I want to relate to that person so that they understand that this is going to build a friendship. I'm going to be there to support, that I'm a real person. And so I think that Jeannie will agree with me on that. Did I lose you guys?
Nope, you're good, Dust.
Okay. For some reason, I'm looking back at myself. So I thought maybe I lost you guys for a second.
Nope, you're perfect.
So let me see here. Did I miss it? Like I said, Jeannie's really touched on all of the main questions. You really want to know why they want to do Plexus. You want to peel back the layers. You don't want to just know that they want to help, contribute to the family financially. You want to know, okay, what is it you want to help pay for? Okay, you want to help pay for your kid's school. What kind of school does your kid go? Oh, a private Christian school. That's wonderful. Guess what? My kids went to a private Christian school for a while, for 5 years. In fact, I understand how expensive those are. Any way or any item that they say to you, and if you can relate to them, then do that. But guess what? If I don't have anything that could relate to that person, I'm going to find somebody that does. My upline. Oh, you're a school teacher. My diamond sponsor into the company, she's a school teacher. This is what she's told me. Oh my gosh, maybe sometime we can do a call with her and, relate to her that way. But I want to relate to them in a way that they understand that there's other people like them in the business. So three-way calls are very, very beneficial to your business in many ways. Most importantly, just like Jeannie said, it's building the relationship structure to that person. And you can do three-way calls to bring them on to be customer prospects, business prospects, or just a welcome three-way call to somebody that's brand new on the organization. One of my favorite things, I know we're talking more about business three-way calls, but I just want to throw this in before I turn it back over to Jeannie. If you have somebody that says, I will love to do a three-way call, and but I just want to talk about the products, I will learn how to take them and stuff, that's fine. I love those, but guess what? My favorite thing I like to end those calls with is this simple little thing. I appreciate you learning about the products. I can't wait to see your results and success. I love that you're a Plexus ambassador because you're armed to have the opportunity to share with your friends and family what you have, because you already have that website all set up, because they will ask you what you're doing. And that's kind of like my favorite seed to plant in somebody that just thinks they only want the product, because 9 times out of 10 you'll probably get, or probably 7 times out of 10, somebody will say, I only want to talk about the products or get somebody on the phone to help me talk that way. But you can always plant that seed, and sometimes that person will get a phone call back. I've seen it before, happened just last week, where somebody called and said, you know what, that was really exciting that she said something about the business. That made me think, let me learn a little bit more. Can we talk next week about the business side? So guys, no matter what, always plant that seed. Still there?
Yep, here, Dust. Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
That was great. Yeah, and Dusty, totally, I forgot the whole thing. Find something in common with them is so, so important. So thank you, Dusty, for bringing that too. I totally forgot. And getting it done right away too is another big thing. That if you can get a three-way call, welcome call scheduled within, the first few days, at least get it on the books, get it scheduled, is so important, because like we've talked about, they're excited. They are new. They don't know, as much as you. And so it's that great time to say, look, you just signed up. Let's get you on a three-way. It shows that is the most successful three-way calls, is right after you sign them up. So also
within 72 hours.
Exactly, Dusty. Thank you. Yep. Within 72 hours, you guys. So if you make that kind of that habit, when you sign up an ambassador, get with your sponsor, what does your schedule look like? Can we do a three-way call? Let's schedule it. And like Dusty said, keeping them quick, we usually try to do 15 minutes, no longer than 20 minutes, because like she said, we're all busy. They're busy. We don't want them to think they're going to jump on an hour call with us. Now, I will admit some have went definitely over the 15 minutes, but it's because they are interested, want to know more information. They're leading the call. So if that's the case, then go with it, because it's the great part of training and they want to know more. And I've done so many that come out of there, they are ready to work the business and they loved the call. And so, but in the initial process, you want to tell them just a 15-minute quick welcome call, so they don't think it's going to be a long time. It really has been proven, you guys, and I have seen it with a lot of my ambassadors. The attrition rate, I think, lessens a lot by doing three-way calls. This is one thing that is huge for success for your business. Dusty and I didn't use a whole lot of them when we first started. So we've done really well without using them. But with that attrition, both Dusty and I, obviously everybody has attrition, but I think this is one strong way to keep on top of that. So one of the reasons we really wanted to talk about these three-way calls, you guys too, and kind of go over them a little bit more. I know we keep talking about them. I know I keep telling you guys they're amazing, they're awesome, and I'm going to keep telling you guys until you do them how amazing they are, because they are so worth it for your business. And I want you guys to know, because I wish you could be on all my three-way calls to see how exciting it is and how unscary it is to talk to people on your team that need you, you know. So let your team reach out to your team, your level ones, and let them know that you are there for them for the three-way calls. And I will help you guys.
Hey, Jeannie, what do you think your odds are? What do you think your odds are when you do them? Like when I do them, I get about 8 out of 10 people that are ready to roll.
Oh, absolutely. I would say at least that, Dusty. Yeah, good point. It's incredible. Like I get so motivated after I get off a three-way call myself because they're so motivated. It really does awesome things for me as it does for them and their sponsor, because their sponsor's excited, and it's just I would say the success rate is definitely at least 8 out of 10. And they had so many that they don't even want to hear about the business in the beginning of the call. But by the end of the call, like I said, they are, wow, I didn't realize that I could do that. I didn't realize that I could make that money. I didn't know it was that easy. And, you know, whatever. And then it goes into more conversation, and they're posting a lot of times within a few hours after you get off a three-way call. So it is, but don't think you guys have to have the magic words, like I said, or there's some magic script to it, because there's really not. Just like Dusty and I shared, there's different things. Just personalize it to you guys and trying to find out their personality and what you have in common. You know, I tend to really direct all of them differently to that. I try to cater it to that person. So, yeah. So the reason we wanted to do we wanted to talk a little bit more about the three-way calls is because it's August 1st, you guys. And Dusty and I have been in this for 3 summers, and every summer is very slow. It's just the way it is. Kids are out of school. Teachers are, you know, going on vacations as well, doing things. Then it comes to, you know, parents are taking their kids on vacation. Then you got to buy school clothes, school supplies, you know, the whole drill. So nobody is focused really a lot on Plexus in the summer months. It's always slow. But August, kids are back in school, and it gets really busy this month. This month and next month, it really picks back up, and it gets really exciting, and we're going into our very, very busy time. So it's one reason, because you guys are going to start getting those people that you have reached out to with all these different challenges, you know, whether you're in the Leaders Retreat Challenge and doing the 10-day challenge that Dusty and I have on the team pages, those people that you're reaching out to, they're going to start coming to you. But follow up. You guys go back and follow up with them. Now is the time to follow up again, because their minds are back in the game. Your white lines, for those of you that have teams, it's amazing how they will start coming back and saying, I'm ready to work the business. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. You're going to have older customers that will come to you, and they're ready to order again. So being consistent, you know, posting every day, just like you guys are doing, it's paying off, and it's going to pay off more. But you're going to get busy, you guys. August is so exciting. I was ready for August 1st, very much so. And I'm excited. Even though you guys, we almost hit 100 new ambassadors last month on this team. So you guys killed it in July. It was amazing. I was so proud of this team, and that was huge. It's the most ambassadors we've had, I think, in 6 months was July. So our team was kind of an exception to the rule, because you guys did really good for July. But August is even going to be better, and from here on out. So that's kind of what I wanted to, we've got, you know, some online opportunity meetings, PJ parties, different things you guys can be inviting those people that you've reached out to, the ones that you haven't to yet. We're going to have a lot of those opportunities, as well as you guys be thinking about a launch party if you haven't done one, you know, a sip and see, you know, your own little PJ party, whatever you guys want to do. You know, there's lots of options, but be thinking about that. Because it's going to get crazy. So don't lose your focus, because I know July was a little frustrating for some, because points didn't go up as much as you wanted. That's normal for July. I expect it every summer, and I just work, and I use it for my time to contact people. because then this month and next month it's gonna be really exciting. We're gonna have a lot of rank ups I know that are coming up, a lot of people going to silver that I have talked to. So it's gonna be really busy. So Dusty, do you have anything to add to that?
Right. Well, I just want to touch on, because, Jeannie talking about this leg here with nearly 100 new ambassadors. This is incredible, because you know what you did in July is going to show in August. If you really want your next month to be great, you have to work hard this month. So in August, points are going to go up. Things are going to be outstanding. And guys, utilize these three-way calls. If you've not done a welcome call or a three-way call with your new ambassadors that you have brought onto this team, now's the time to do it. You brought them on this month. You don't want them to leave next month. We want them around for a long, long time. So utilize these three-way calls. If you've never done one, get with your sponsor, your upline, one of us, and get one scheduled, because this is what will hold your business together, because your points are going to go up in August. You want to bring on new people. It's all about duplication and growth, guys. So you want your September to be better than August. Let's bust butt in August, do these three-way calls, get these people duplicating, get you guys growing, and that 100 ambassadors that came through this team will go to 200 ambassadors next month.
Exactly.
Did you lose me, Jeannie? I see you in your head.
Oh, you're good. No, you were good. You were spotty, but I got all of it. So it was kind of slow.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No. Don't apologize. We just appreciate you being here, so do not apologize one more time. But we appreciate you, and it was slow motion, so it was perfect because I caught the whole thing. So it was great. So no, Dusty, thank you. That was spot on, you guys. Yeah. So just say your affirmations, you guys. Visualize your success, see your success, and work for it, you guys. August is here, and it's exciting, and so lots of things are changing. So get out there, get with your teams, build them up, praise them, shoot for those goals, the top ones, dream big. That's the only room we've got, and this darn fly is about to get it. So sorry if you guys see me swatting. It's not at you guys, I'm just fly. So anyways, you guys, thank you for joining us. Dusty, thank you so much for jumping on here too with us.
Sorry, it wasn't so good.
Nope, it was perfect. You did wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, you guys, everybody have a good evening with your families, and we will be talking to you all soon. Go August. Bye, guys.